Doug, I just want to get your impressions of this. The way the game played out, was it what you expected? A lot of people thought it was going to be high scoring, and we got 13-3.
Yeah, not whatsoever. I was expecting 31-28. I did expect the Patriots to win, but not in this way. It's really unbelievable the amount of, a lot of people discredited the Patriots defense earlier in the season. After the losses to the Detroit Lions, after the losses to the Jaguars, Patriots defense was not playing well early in the season, but this was their best defensive performance of the year, best defensive performance of any Super Bowl win. So it's really unbelievable that this group came together the way they did. And even when the offense wasn't performing, the fact that the defense was able to win this game for them, it really was extremely unexpected.
You talked about the offense not performing, but they were able to get the fourth quarter touchdown. This is the first Super Bowl where there was no touchdown entering the fourth quarter, but they put together an amazing drive there towards the end. I mean, it highlighted essentially by the Rob Gronkowski catch. What was your impressions of how he played in this Super Bowl and what he was able to do for this team when they needed him?
I thought he looked pretty spry out there, actually. I thought it might have been one of his best performances of the season, and he certainly picked a very good time to do that. And, yeah, those two catches on that touchdown scoring drive were really big. The big contested catch when there was three defenders around him. He pulled it in right by the goal line. That really was what made that touchdown drive happen for the Patriots, were those two big catches. So, I mean, I don't know if this is his last game, but if it is, he went out in a big way.
Now, a lot of times after victories like this, we like to get caught up in the hyperbole of, franchises and dynasties and greatest teams ever. But after the Patriots now have 6 over the Belichick, Brady, Robert Kraft years, where do you put this team up there in relation to some of the other great dynasties?
Well, I mean, it's probably the best. I mean, they've got 6 Super Bowl wins now. That ties the Pittsburgh Steelers. They've got 6 in the amount of time that Belichick and Brady have been here. They've basically put together 2 dynasties, which equal one gigantic dynasty, because they won 3 Super Bowls from 2001 and 2004. Now they've won 3 more from 2014 to 2018. We've really never seen anything like this in professional sports before, this long of a dynasty. So, I mean, it was already unbelievable, but this is just kind of the icing on the cake here.
I mean, we'd be remiss if we allowed you to go away without talking about your Kide's keys, because you had a few keys to the game that seemingly played out here. One of those mainly stopping Todd Gurley in the run. The defensive front 7, it seemed like they heard all week about what Gurley was going to do, because he's coming off his career low 10 rushing yards in the NFC Championship, so everybody expected him to explode. But the job that they did to hold him to just 35 yards rushing and hold this Rams offense to anemic numbers when they've been all-world all season.
And it was pretty unbelievable, because you had Patrick Chung basically playing linebacker out there early in the game as well. You know, Jonathan Jones playing safety. So it's not as if they put up their biggest players on defense. They had a smaller guy, a safety, Patrick Chung, playing safety, and they were able to stop them anyway. But they really did trust their cornerbacks in this game. They trusted Stephon Gilmore, Jonathan Jones, Jason McCourty to stop those Rams receivers, and that really worked as well. Stephon Gilmore had the interception. He limited Brandon Cooks. I think it was only 48 yards or so. And the Patriots really came out in a zone defense as well, which really also did help stop the run, because then they couldn't bite on play action and retreat or anything. So they were really they were playing smart in this game, and they really did put together a different defensive game plan to stop Todd Gurley in the run game.
Now, I'll get you out of here with this last one, Doug. Ask Matt Chatham this, as far as free agents wanting to come here and win now. Does this seem like the most appealing destination for guys who may be looking for a home coming up this offseason? I
mean, it has to be. There's none of those, veterans looking for their ring on this team. But next year, maybe, the year after that, yeah, this is the team that makes the Super Bowl every year. I mean, they've made it 3 years in a row. They've made it, 4 times in 5 years. So it's almost guaranteed at this point that if Bill Belichick and Tom Brady stay in place, this team's either going to make the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl, or at least be here.
That's right. Yeah. Tom Brady wants to play to his mid-40s. And we also got to say, Adam, Doug Kyed, he is a trooper. This man had food poisoning last night. I don't want to go into too many details, but he's here. He's covering the game. You can look for his story on Nesson.com. Doug Kyed.
It's my flu game.
That's right. MJ, Jordan, he's doing a lot of hard work.